Criminals flood NYC subway as army troop gives up.
On the New York City subway, the video difficult to watch. The suspect quickly captured by police and just charged with attempted murder. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon has the story.
So we've got a problem because over the last few weeks, the governor has been pouring troops into the subway to stop incidents like this from ever taking place. But that hasn't been working, and New Yorkers are starting to realize that no matter how much security our subway gets, the marauding criminal element down here is going to find ways around it, making the subway so dangerous, nobody down here is 100% safe.
The chilling vid, a couple of ferry baiters and another man approaching and casually shoving him. First responders would go between the stopped subway cars to rescue the 45-year-old.
A series of violent incidents on New York City's subways has some strap hangers shaken.
I definitely think it's very scary riding the subway sometimes. There should be a bigger presence of police.
Quite scary.
Good Lord.
I mean, today I've had some trouble on the subway, I'll say.
Reducing the amount of people who come into the system without paying.
You're like, how do you stop this? Because, like, I went to New York one time. First time. I walked through this. I go over to pay. Everybody looked at me crazy. I'm like, aren't y'all about to pay to go through? They said, nah, just come on. They hopped the joint. I'm like, bro, where's security? Where's the police? Like, New York just lets everybody go through the subway, and there's nothing people can do about it. Like, look at this. Like, this is crazy. Like, look, that was like, what the, bro? Like, that was insane, bro. Good Lord, yeah. I mean, I don't get it. Like, there's no police guarding these subways.
And of course, earlier this month, a woman was set on fire by a man police say illegally entered this country.
Yeah, that was crazy too. You can't secure it. There's too many subways. It's literally impossible. They're gonna have to put tasers at every entrance or something when you try to go through it.
So as another subway incident unfolds, the preventable nature of this crime and others like it becomes shockingly clear. But what none of New York City's leaders want to admit is that the police, the troops, although they make us feel safe when we see them, that's the best we can hope for. Because it's New York's laws that are enabling rampant lawlessness, as the world recently witnessed when
They gotta fix them laws, bro. They need to fit. I don't know how you figure it out. Cause look, check and pay, don't care. They just all going through.
The country illegally did something absolutely terrible to another rider. An act so shocking you'd have thought the local
Good
government would
God.
have been down here right away.
Dang. Never mind.
But since it happened, we've only had more assaults, more altercations, and more people being targeted in high-profile ways that reveal the seriously out-of-control safety problems the subway is experiencing. Something that just does not compute in the minds of New York's progressive elite who keep telling us crime overall is down.
What I feel like just heard my name called. We're good.
When at the same time, the crimes that make it more dangerous down here are going through the roof, which has our leaders perplexed. How can crime be up if they've defunded the police and scared the law-abiding into a defenseless posture by prosecuting those who stand up to criminals in the absence of police? Which brings us to the real reason why we've got a never-ending crime
Who that in the back? Who's that? Nah, she looks mid.
down here that the city just
Nah,
can't
nah.
stop in spite of the presence of troops.
About a 7,
In New
8.
York, we've built a justice system that protects criminals instead of robbery. Crimes which in many cases have already been decriminalized and are only misdemeanors that do not result in jail time. But it gets even worse because, as you're about to see, New York rarely even penalizes those who break the law on their way into the subway.
Bruh, like, it should be a fine. Not even a fine, because nobody pays fines, which is that's even sad in itself. It's like, do you be arrested on site? Or you just take the fine? Because most of them people probably don't even pay fine. They probably don't even pay their parking tickets, in all honesty. So, what do you do in that situation? Let me know.
To criminals that they can do pretty much whatever they want down here, which is why they're doing pretty much whatever they want down here.
Whatever they want. It's not enough, bro.
So here we York City subway. And if you want to know why crime down here is so bad, it's because that crime problem that we've got, it's allowed to start right here at the front door. In fact, I just saw multiple people walk through an emergency exit gate, and none of them paid. All of those folks just rode for free. Now, do those particular
And look what
people,
she got.
none of them paid.
She got her Louis V bag. Just can't pay nobody wants to pay it. Nobody wants to pay it.
All of those folks just
Priorities.
For free. Now, do those particular people look like dangerous criminals? To me, not necessarily, but the NYPD says that a lot of dangerous, aggressive criminals who are inside the subway right now also didn't pay to use it.
They say the people that are committing most of the crimes down here aren't paying their fares. They're then going on to
Bruh, nobody
commit
pays.
violent offenses and then go on to create lawlessness throughout the transit system.
So, according to the NYPD, people who commit crime on their way into the subway have a higher likelihood of committing more crimes once they're in there already. Is that shocking to nobody, to somebody? Now, obviously, if that's true, there's only one way to put a stop to it, and that is to stop people from accessing the subway without paying for it. A monumental task in a city that does not have the resources.
It's not possible. It is not possible. Now here you got crime going on. Up top you got Beamers swerving lanes. Like it's too much going in New York, bro.
To keep people safe when they're in here to begin with. On top of that, a lot of our progressive leaders, they don't like that solution because it means somebody might end up going to jail and suffering a consequence for their behavior. On top of that, they like to tell us that it's too expensive to do this, it's just not feasible, we should just let it go. But try telling that to the people who end up getting hurt when they're down here. On top of that, a recent frightening altercation reveals that no matter who you are, you may not be safe down here at all. And the criminals down here only need a couple of seconds to absolutely ruin your day.
A chilling video obtained by Eyewitness News shows a man standing close to the edge of the platform behind a couple of ferry vaders and another man
Good
approaching
God.
and casually shoving him. First responders would go between the stopped subway cars to rescue the 45-year-old. Sources tell us he...
So that incident took place at a station just a couple of stops away from the one behind me, and it started off with two people hopping the turnstiles to gain access to the subway illegally, and then moments later, a much
Bruh,
worse-
like they don't care. Dude. Oh, he is on timing, bruh. He has the chain with the jorts, and oh, he's about to wreak havoc. And the black cat. He's about to wreak havoc. Oh my lord.
But the worst part about this is these incidents are taking place after extra National Guard troops were deployed to keep the subway safe and secure, revealing that there's not a whole
You saw it.
lot. All of this extra security is actually
You see
going
something,
to help
say
people,
something.
especially when
Nobody's saying anything. Nobody is saying anything.
hard pressed to find troops and police at every station. Look, this one right here's empty. Unless you see this emergency help button as an adequate deterrent to
Be for real. Be for real. Are they actually going to show up if they press that button? They are not showing up if they press that button.
crime. But the problem is, you've just got way too many subway stations
Literally.
in general for police and troops to be at all of them at once. And this is a system that operates 24/7. It never takes a break. And the reality here is we've got 1,000 National Guard troops scattered throughout the terminals and the various entry points to this system. But that's not enough. You'd need tens of thousands to completely lock this place down, which is never going to happen. And that's a shame because we've just witnessed how a lawless environment emboldens criminals. Literally, two guys evade the fare, and then seconds later, another.
She just, bro. Cop standing right there. Let's look at that replay right there.
Shame because
Cop
we've
standing right
just
there. He listening. He
witnessed how
blinking.
a lawless environment emboldens
Boom!
criminals. Literally, two guys
Don't
evade
even
the
care.
fare, and then seconds later, another criminal comes
Like,
out of
bro,
nowhere to show
this
them up
is-
doing something 10 times worse. And according to the NYPD, there's a very high likelihood that criminals like that are not also paying to use the subway.
I'm going back home. Like, I'm ready to go back. I came here for a good time, and I'm scared that things like this might happen.
That's an interesting hat and glasses. That's like a 7 out of 10 fit, 8 out of 10 fit. I like the glasses actually. Hat's different. shirt cool. Let's see it. Okay. I guess we're not gonna see
certain
it.
things, but they can't even keep the people of New York City protected. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of sad. Literally, nobody down here feels safe. Everybody knows this is the wild, wild west, a completely unmonitored environment.
Bro,
where
we got
anything
Buddy
can
in the.
happen. Yet as
Oh
the
wow,
environment
what did
down
I
here
just do?
continues to deteriorate, the fares required to use the subway keep going up. All because the system itself continues hemorrhaging money, as so many people don't pay to use it. And the individual who was arrested in this case, according to the New York Post, he was already facing.
Instead, Hawkins was arraigned on attempted murder and assault charges in Manhattan criminal court in the horrifying caught on video transit attack on 45-year-old. Hawkins was already facing assault. Yeah, see? He just probably pushed through, got through the rigmarole.
In the subway. And one of these altercations allegedly involved a police officer. Now, if somebody's not scared of the police, are they going to be scared of you or me? Probably not. Especially when our laws don't put people in jail when they assault others. You saw it right there on the
We don't,
camera.
bruh.
People are assaulting others. They don't even care.
They don't care.
They don't think anything's going to happen to them. And if you're going to allow people with horrendous
YN. And who the hell still wears these denim skinny jeans with hella ripped ski mat? Yeah, this is a menace.
sheets into the subway, how can you not expect
Some threes.
the level of safety down here to go down, especially in the absence of any law enforcement presence whatsoever in most cases? But what about this idea that the subway itself is so large and so vast with so many riders that your chances of being involved in an altercation are rather slim?
I actually still feel relatively safe, you know, it's a big city and there's...
Cap. The wine's gonna find you now. They like, oh, he feels safe. They gonna get his social, address. He already got his name. He's done.
A lot of people commuting, but yeah, it's still really scary when you see it on video like that. So clearly.
So that particular rider is right. It is possible to feel a little bit safer at times than at other times. And many people use the subway every day and do not have a problem. But that does not invalidate any of the crime that's taken place down here. Nor does it invalidate rising levels of weapon seizures down here either. Nor does it invalidate
Not possible
the fact
either.
that there are criminals roaming the halls, platforms, and stairwells down here, just waiting in the shadows for what?
Like, what is he about to hunt down? What is he about to run down, bro? He probably will get it down. He will probably run somebody down. This guy, Paul Blart, no.
They're gonna do next. And the best way to think about subway safety is as
He had a Pepsi in his hand right there.
criminals roaming the halls,
Look at him.
platforms, and stairwells
Big old
down
iced
here,
tea.
just
Bruh. And this is the police who's supposed to protect to serve.
waiting in the shadows for what they're gonna do next. And the best way to think about subway safety is as if you are one of these beautiful, adorable sea lions basking near the beach. Can you go for a swim? Sure. But there are dangerous predators lurking in those waters, and some of the sea lions will not make it back to shore. But we human beings,
That was
we're
random.
not animals. You and
Oh.
I have consciences. We know right from wrong. And every single criminal that's done something wrong down here weighed their options and then took actions that were detrimental in many cases to other riders. Yet for some reason, we don't want to bring law enforcement into this in any meaningful way. We want to have a few troops at Grand Central or at Penn Station. We don't want to actually secure this place and keep people safe. But what if we did? Is it really possible that a law enforcement or authority presence in general would clean this place up and make it safer?
No, they won't, because they don't care. Law enforcement does not care about certain states. They don't care about states in general. America, get it together. It's too much going on. There's no security.
People say
There's nothing.
That's the case. Yet, as you're about to see, our progressive leaders are completely against any such ideas.
They don't care.
Two National Guard troops just went up the stairs over here, and seeing them does make me feel safer. When they're around, nobody's gonna try anything. But if you're wondering why the subway is never gonna get enough resources to properly police itself and lock down and keep people safe, it's because our progressive leaders don't think that's a good idea. In fact, some of them even think that law enforcement is toxic to the idea of public safety, which is why many of them are still in favor of defunding our police. But
See, that's crazy in itself too. How they gonna do their job but you defunding them? So we just gonna keep letting murders happen, robberies happen, carjackings happen, all the above happening.
we're learning today that way of thinking, that might actually be the whole reason we've got this out of control crime wave in the first place.
He's speaking
Dozens of
facts.
Our cameras caught jumping the turnstile.
Like, bro, oh my gosh, he just pissed me off. Like, Shawty got on the shiny bubble, bruh.
Our cameras caught jumping
Strong in.
the turnstile.
Like,
We're walking through the emergency exit to avoid paying. You'd almost think the subway is free.
oh my, it's always the bubble coats, bruh. He don't care. Oh, they are. But of course, it had to be the black man. But of course, they're gonna run with this video. Black man arrested for not pay, for going through the door and not paying.
So here we've got a video that proves that when police go after low-level fare evaders, amazing things happen from a public safety perspective, because a lot of the people they stop have warrants
But
for
we,
other
I mean, it had to happen. We had to make an example of somebody. Huh.
things and end up getting arrested and taken off the streets. In fact, one study from 2023 revealed that almost half of fare evaders have active warrants. And when you consider
That's
how many
crazy.
high-profile crimes our security cameras are
Did that say
capturing,
2,500? God dang, 2,500 fare beaters? Oh my lord.
have active warrants. And when you consider how many high-profile crimes our security cameras are capturing, you've really got to work hard to ignore the connection between fare evasion and other types of lawlessness. And here's how this pilot program worked. Undercover officers would set up shop around turnstiles that were constantly hopped over, and they stopped everyone who entered without
Ridiculous.
paying. Now, fare evasion itself is just a misdemeanor. Nobody goes to jail for that. However, once the police have someone stopped, they can see what other things that person may have recently been up to, which is when they then locate people who've got outstanding warrants and can make an arrest. And when someone gets arrested, that's when they get searched, that's when weapons get found, and that's how you make the subway safer, by getting weapons and dangerous people, carrying them off the streets. But there's a likely reason this was only a
299 blades. And this number jump is crazy. That's them YN New Yorkers, bruh. You went from 2 to 2019, 7 to 2020, 4 to 2021, 7, 8, and straight up 17. Yeah, these numbers are insane. This is definitely COVID years though, so these are kind of down, but 316 is just insane in total. That's crazy. Yeah, these numbers are insane. And that's probably not, that's just ones that they found, like recovered. So let's X this times 10 probably. That's at least, bruh. Not even a funny number.
This program proves that policing works and makes things safer. And with the number of weapons being discovered down here already skyrocketing because of random bag checks that rolled out around the time the National Guard was first deployed, it would be pretty hard to pass the subway off as being safer than ever if more weapons than ever start getting discovered. And that's likely why our leaders want to try to clean this place up while discovering the smallest number of weapons possible.
It may look like a low-level crime, and it may start out that way. But reducing the amount of people who come into the system without paying is ultimately reducing felony crime.
Bruh, like they don't care.
Have knives, they're gonna push people on the tracks.
Like, good lord.
You know, the saddest thing about about the subways, it doesn't have to be dangerous. In fact, we've got evidence right here of what could be done to clean it up and make it safer, but we won't do it. And every single subway crime on the news recently followed a similar pattern. You have an individual who was bad news already because of past behavior and past arrests. Yet that person was on the loose, putting others at risk, and eventually went and did something in an unmonitored, lawless environment. And in all of those cases, we did not see police or National Guard anywhere
Alright, bruh. Come on now.
near the scenes of those crimes. Yeah, they let him
He got
go.
bagged.
He fair evaded,
They-
but the cops...
The cops was right there. They just did Buddy dirty in the beginning of the video or the midway of the video. And the police are standing right there.
Not
Look
see
at him.
police
Boom.
or National Guard anywhere
He
near
turned his
the scenes
head.
of those crimes. Yeah, they let him go. He fair evaded, but the cops just let him walk. And to be honest,
And could you imagine if he commits a crime and the cops are caught right there? He has that same bait book bag, fake bait book bag, spray ground. And he gets bagged for a crime. Now the cop is fired. He's done for. He's cooked.
I'm behind our police and our law enforcement.
As
They
he
have
should
tough
get
jobs to do.
cooked.
Their safety is at risk just by virtue of them being down here as well. And the worst thing is that they can only be stationed in areas of the train by entry points. They can't afford to ride around on the trains. Then who's going to block the exits when a criminal tries to flee? However, that's not what New Yorkers want. New Yorkers don't want to just feel safe when they walk into a train, pass police, and then get on a train, which is totally unmonitored.
You see him recording his B-roll.
And have to start looking out for themselves. We want police riding the trains, keeping us safe, but that just doesn't happen. However, if that did start happening, the trains themselves would become a lot safer almost immediately, because right now there is zero authority presence on most of them.
The volunteer vigilante group known as the Guardian Angels are returning to the New York City subway system. The Angels
They need Batman. Gucci bag is not making no arrest. They ain't doing nothing. They're not doing nothing. We need Batman. Gotham City is in need of Batman right now.
will focus on performing.
What is Shawty about to do? What are they about to do, fool? He got all his Boy Scout badges. This is the white. I know we see that logo. Yeah. Yeah. Pack it up.
And those with mental health issues.
Like,
We'll obviously make sure that that train is stopped and that the police respond and then we keep
but why the Illuminati logo? What the?
in the cars.
So the Guardian Angels, they're back to policing the trains again. They're a concerned citizen activist group. Some people say that their actions are a publicity stunt, which is an argument I
Batman.
can understand. After all,
They need Batman, not no Guardian Angel. Batman.
they are unarmed. They do not have the power to arrest people, but they are a watchful eye in an area that has no authority presence whatsoever. And if they see something, they will alert the police. They will try to get the attention of authority figures if something goes wrong. And we're at a point now in our subway system where just the presence of someone who looks like they could intervene will be enough to deter some criminals, who will then decide to wait or move on for an easier opportunity in the future. Of course, this won't deter all crime, and again, they're not police or National Guard troops, but any check on lawlessness right now is a good thing. Anything that makes it harder for criminals to be criminals is a good thing. Right now, there's nothing down here stopping them from being criminals.
Nothing
and
at all.
Sadly, what this reveals is that if our city were to employ a group of people whose goal it was to prevent crime and had the power to arrest people,
They need to employ Batman. Put out the Bat logo and get him down here. We seen the movies. He get straight to business. Come on. It's simple. Make the call.
things down here could change quickly. Yet we already have that. Those are our police officers. However, funding them isn't something all of our elected leaders agree is a good idea. And look at how little the city cares about safety.
Buddy is on his phone. Fire him now, bro. Fire him now. He just got caught in 4K. He ain't do a thing about what he just saw. Oh my gosh.
$5.8 billion, which is a lot, goes to the NYPD out of a budget.
112 billion, bro. A budget was adopted by the New York City Council. What the? Early childhood education, 293 mil out of 112 billion dollars. Where's the rest going to?
That eclipses $100 billion. You've got Dr. Evil money going to the city, and only around 5% is spent on keeping its residents.
So 5% is literally only spent on keeping residents safe, and it doesn't do the job. And kids, let's go back. So that's literally less than 1%. That's less than 1% being spent on children. I don't know what just segue, but that's crazy. That's America's priorities for you.
A budget that eclipses $100 billion. You've got Dr. Evil money going to the city, and only around 5% is spent on keeping its residents safe. But what do you think about that? Are more police resources the answer to keeping people safe when they're underground? Is the National Guard a deterrent to crime? I personally think it is. I feel safer when they are around. I wish they could be everywhere. Do you think that would help? Let me know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Very informative video right there. I don't think they could do anything about it, and get Jimmy Carter off my screen. Respectfully. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Bye.